Yeah. Yeah.
Going to get going. Let's see. Here we go. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Today is January the 2nd, 2023. This is your boy Atmos Love. Y'all are in the Atmos Love Zone. Let's see who up in here rocking with me this morning. Who we got? We got Davis Campos. What's going on? Let me adjust my lighting, y'all. Hold one moment. Let me fix my lights right quick. Hopefully everybody's doing fine. Woke up in good health, good spirits. Hold one moment. Let me adjust this. Yeah. There we go. Okay, had to fix my lighting. Who else up in here? Let me see. Faith Beerus, good morning. Cherie Harris, good morning. Aisha Stockton, good morning. So Icy, good morning. Let me see. Chi-Town's Finest. What's going on, Chi-Town? How you doing? Thanks for coming over. DJ D Money, what up? Karen's Way, good morning. Marty Black Fly, what's going on? What's up, honey? Rubes, what's up, Ruby? How you doing? Ty, what up, Ty? Sassy Crafty, good morning. How are you? Irene Tubman, good morning. How are you? In his service, good morning. How are y'all doing, y'all? New beginnings, brand new year, y'all. Thank you for being here in the first show of 2023. Man, thank y'all for being here, y'all. We're gonna talk about a couple of things, okay? We're gonna talk about a couple of things. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. Black Diamond, good morning. How are you? So Icy, what up? So y'all, first thing I want to talk about is it's a lot going on, right? It's a lot. Tears, what up, Tears? Good morning. It's a lot going on, y'all, on these YouTube streets. It's a lot going on in celebrity news. This world is crazy, right? First thing I want to do though is I want to give a shout out and just give honor to this queen right here, Gangsta Boo. As y'all know, she passed away. I believe it was yesterday. You know, how she passed away, I don't know how she passed away. However, you know, I want to always give respect to the dead because I'm one of those type people where, you know, once a person's not here no more, they're not here. However, Gangsta Boo, who was a rapper, a former member of 3-6 Mafia, is dead at 43. It says that Gangsta Boo performed with Run the Jewels at Music Midtown at Piedmont Park on September 19, 2015 in Atlanta, Georgia. Laura Mitchell, a pioneering rapper and former member of the group 3-6 Mafia, died on Sunday. She was 43. Mitchell was also known as Gangsta Boo, recorded her first song with 3-6 Mafia, Shifa Darifa, when she was 14 and officially joined the group a year later in 1994. She went on to become an influential member of the Memphis rap scene, recording with up and coming artists and stars alike after she left 3-6 Mafia in the early 2000s. She worked with iconic rappers like Lil Jon, T.I., Killer Mike, Gucci Mane, and featured in a recent track by Lotto that premiered just weeks ago. I would honestly say that I have to admit respectfully and humbly that I am the blueprint, she told Billboard in December. I hear my cadence in a lot of men and female rappers. I used to run with it. I used to didn't want to even give myself flowers because I've been so low key and humble. It's time to claim what's mine. DJ Paul, a founding member of Three Six Mafia, posted a tribute to Mitchell on Instagram. Let's see here. Okay, so this was the tribute that DJ Mitchell put on there. Let's see if y'all can see it here. Okay, so they just posted that. Okay, cool. Her cause of death is unknown. Okay, her cause of death is unknown. Shout out to a female pioneer in the music industry. Moment of silence for this queen. May she rest in peace. May she rest in peace. Okay, y'all, moving right along. For those of y'all that have been, I actually jumped this story ahead of what I was going to cover, but it's right after this. But some of y'all have seen this, some of y'all have not. However, it looks like Aerosmith's Steven Tyler is being sued for allegedly sexually assaulting a minor and insisting that she get an abortion. For those of y'all who are into music, Steven Tyler is one of the leaders in a very, very, very famous and legendary rock band called Aerosmith. He is actually the front man. Okay, but it says here, all right, it says that Steven Tyler sexually assaulted a 16-year-old decades ago and carried on an illicit affair with her, which ended with him insisting that she abort their child. This according to a new lawsuit. The legendary Aerosmith frontman is not named in the suit, but he's one of the 50 defendants identified as Doe. Identified as Doe. The plaintiff and accuser, Julia Holcomb, has previously gone on record about their relationship, and she quotes directly from the singer's 2011 memoir in the suit that Tyler's memoir made a cryptic reference to this time and spent with an underage girl, but he maintained they had a romantic, loving relationship. Did this dude really? Hold on. Let me back up. Tyler's memoir made a cryptic reference to his time spent with an underage girl, but he maintained that they had a romantic and loving relationship. He just put it out there. Okay, let's play this real quick. Just a little bit of snippet of this right quick so y'all can hear what is.
At a concert. I had just recently met a girl who invited me to go to parties. I met Steven when I was 16 years old at a concert. I had just recently met a girl who invited me to go to parties at concerts, and it sounded real exciting to me at 16 years old. I thought I didn't have to think too hard about it. I knew I wanted to go along and see if I could meet Steven. I went along with her and I met him, and we began a relationship that lasted about 3 years. I was underage and he became my legal guardian. I lived with him in Boston and I traveled with him on tour. And at first I didn't think that it would be a long-term relationship. I just knew that I cared a great deal for him. I thought he was about the best thing that had ever happened to me. I idolized him. And after we had been together for some months, he asked me if I was open to the idea of having a family, a child. And I was on the birth control pill at the time, but he said he wanted a family and he wondered if I wanted a child. I said, yes, I did. I cared so much for him and I loved children. So I told him absolutely I wanted a child. We were in a hotel and he threw my birth control pills off the balcony. And within about a year, I became pregnant. I remember coming to him and telling him I was really excited. I wanted my baby so much, and I thought I couldn't wait to tell him. And he also seemed happy when I first told him that I was pregnant. And within a few months, he asked me to marry him. I was surprised and so happy. I thought my life couldn't get better. I was going to marry a man that I loved, who I idolized, and I was going to have his baby, and we were going to start a family. And he took me to New Hampshire, where we had been before. His parents had a farm there that they had like a little resort. And we told his parents about our decision to get married, that I was expecting a baby. And their reaction was, not surprisingly, they expressed concern. I was very young and immature, and they were not as supportive as I had hoped. His mother was very supportive, but his father had grave reservations and was not shy about telling us what they were. Stephen asked his grandmother if he could give me her wedding ring to get married with, and she declined. She felt that if we divorced, the ring would leave the family. And it was just a train wreck after that. On the way home, we argued just bitterly. I felt so vulnerable. I was expecting his baby, and I was his ward. I really had very little say in what happened. But it seemed that he had a change of heart. He didn't want to get married any longer. And I was very angry, and I was not shy about telling him that I felt that he had really betrayed my trust. We returned to Boston, and where we had our apartment, and we were just kind of in limbo. I didn't really know how it was all going to work out. I just thought, well, I'll have the baby and we'll just live together. He left on tour, and he decided to leave me there at the apartment because I was about 5 months pregnant. I don't know for sure how far along I was because I had not seen a doctor. But he left me in the apartment while he went on tour. I had no education. I dropped out of high school. I didn't have a driver's license. I couldn't go anywhere. I had no money of my own, and I had no prenatal care. So I was in a difficult position. He would call in the evening to check on me. But,
what up, Ty? What's up, Aisha?
After about 2 weeks, the food in the apartment was running low. And I remember telling him, I need to go grocery shopping. And he said, well, I'll send someone over tomorrow. He was going to send Ray over, who was a former band member.
Jay Taylor, what up, bro?
Helped with the band when they traveled. He said, I'll send Ray over. He'll take you grocery shopping tomorrow. So I was so excited because I had been cooped up in that apartment for 2 weeks, and I was going to get out of the house. I sat there by the window just waiting.
Okay, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some more time with this here. This is not a little quick 5-minute little live thing to pop in. I'm gonna have to do some research on this. I'm gonna have to yeah. I'm gonna have to. Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some more. This gonna be a whole nother live right here, y'all. This is not. So y'all just understand where we about to go, cause I don't want nobody saying that all we do is focus on R. Kelly. It's all about R. Kelly. Y'all, no. We stand for what's right, whether it's black, white, Puerto Rico, Mexico, whatever. Right? If you're doing something suspect and something that's we're going to talk about it. That's what we do. Now, I need to dig more into this, y'all. So it looked like the parents were on board in this situation. This girl idolized him. Some of the same. Well, I know that some parents with the R. Kelly thing were not on board with that. But there is speculation that allegedly some other parents were on board with him having a relationship with their daughter. And it seemed like this might have been the same case with this situation right here. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack, y'all. We're going to come back to this another day, but just stay tuned for this, okay? However, there is now here another superstar who has proven, he said it himself. In his memoir, he made a cryptic reference to his time with this underage girl, but he maintained they had a romantic, loving relationship. So he it's not like he's not denying it. He's not denying it, okay? So that's the difference. But we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to this, okay? Now tonight, there is going to be another premiere of this right here.
In 2019, R. Kelly was arrested on federal sex crime charges.
I'm ready to just tell my truth.
He faces 2 federal and 2 state trials.
He didn't do it alone. There was an enterprise.
Bodyguards, entourage, assistants.
They were sick just like him.
Kelly was charged with a criminal enterprise under the RICO statutes, the way they get the Gambinos and the Genoveses.
I have to walk into that courtroom. I didn't want to see his face.
I wanted to call the police, but I was terrified.
We were not just doing a protest. We were shifting the paradigm.
Everyone in R. Kelly's operation needs to go to jail. Everyone.
This is something unprecedented in the history of popular music, with, I believe, hundreds of victims. I now know 69.
For the first time, we're hearing of a John Doe.
Prosecutors say Kelly sexually abused teenage boys.
It was a bringing together of the collective power of the voices.
We had to talk to lots of women who weren't willing to come on camera.
You know, this goes back to Aaliyah.
Aaliyah's name was said for the first time in a criminal court.
And of course, she's not alive to tell her own story.
This is how much fan I am of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly.
I was the first girl, and nobody believed me.
His entourage wanted these women's allegations to be snubbed. I said, well, don't you have my daughter? And she said, yes.
The testimony is just horrifying to read.
It is probably the most horrific audio.
Oh, let me just make a precursor. That lady who you just saw that said, yes, she knew where their daughter was and the parents will never know where she at. She don't know her. She don't know her. She says she don't know her. Okay? Just forget about all the pictures and her standing up close to her shoulder to shoulder and all that with nobody else really around. Just forget about that. Just understand she don't know her. Okay? Let me continue.
Of video that I've ever heard in my life.
It felt evil.
The punishment would be to smear her own excrement on herself, to eat it.
Here it is, I'm finna face the man that violated my daughter.
He's a predator, and a predator need to be put down.
Free R. Kelly. Free the king of R&B.
He's looking at my daughter with the weirdest look on his face.
I was in the studio, and questioned me with the gun.
He said, don't fuck with Mr. Kelly.
They threatened to kill my daughter. They threatened to come into my church.
This was a racketeering trial, organized crime charges.
My house was attempted to be set on fire.
We got a big boom. His car is getting so hot.
You will kill everybody in the house.
How did he get away with this for 30 years?
I've never seen somebody beat trial twice.
He shook me, pushed me down the stairs. I was scared out of my mind.
I can only imagine the trauma that woman has, and then coming out and everyone knowing who she is.
The little piece of me that wanted him to get some help, it just went out the window.
Kelly will go down in the history of popular music as the worst criminal predator ever.
All right, y'all. That will be aired tonight. This will be aired tonight. I don't know if it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, but Yeah, it's going to be aired tonight. Make sure y'all tune in just so y'all can kind of know what's going on. Okay? I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Here we go. So moving right along, y'all. Kanye West is reportedly missing. Have you seen Kanye? If any of y'all have seen Kanye, please let the authorities know. They say he is missing, y'all. Let's read this. According to Kanye West's ex-business manager, the musician and business mogul is missing. The New York Post reports that West's ex-business partner, Thomas St. John, is trying to serve the artist with a $4.5 million lawsuit after alleged unpaid fees. He's reportedly also unable to reach West's legal team. Wrote the New York Post, the rumors about the 45-year-old mogul's whereabouts began to spread after a tweet sent by the Daily Loud wrote that Kanye West has reportedly been missing and unable to find for weeks, according to the ex-business manager. As a general manager, we have had difficulty confirming the best current address of Kanye West, the court filings made by St. John said. The filings add that Mr. West, despite our diligent efforts, we are unable to ascertain his current residential address and therefore have not yet made attempts to serve him personally. Instead, we have attempted to service him by mail at multiple possible addresses. According to reports, St. John has tried to serve West at his homes in Hidden Hills, Malibu, and Calabasas, California. West was also last seen publicly on December 18th when he was photographed taking his two kids to church. West, of course, has been surrounded in controversy for the anti-Semitic. Y'all already know all about that. So, they're looking for Kanye West to serve him. So it don't look like he's actually missing, like lost person missing. But he's missing when it comes to them trying to serve him some paperwork. Okay? I don't blame him. I'd be missing too. Shoot. You got lawsuits coming after you here. Lawsuits coming after you there. Right? Shoot. All right. Hey, just so everybody know, everyone's Chi-Town's welcome over here. Y'all can have peaceful debate, peaceful conversation. Don't nobody block nobody. No timing out. She's allowed to speak her opinion. Hopefully, everyone. We're open, hospitable channel to people that are respectful. Okay, so y'all can have peaceful debate. That's perfectly fine. Same thing with Jay Taylor. Everybody can have peaceful debate. No blocking out. No timing out, please. All right, let's move on. So Kanye West, yeah, that. Okay, now let's talk about this Sinful to P thing, okay? Let's talk about this. I'm going to play just a little clip of this right here. And I'm going to let y'all just kind of, see what y'all think. And I'm going to give y'all my opinion. I'm going to play a little bit of this.
Everybody's saying rest in peace to Sinful to P. Please give me the details. Go to Poppy from BX River, Poppy from BX River, to my Instagram and let me know the details of what's going on with Sinful, the pedophile P. Please enlighten me to why everybody's saying rest in peace to a parasite who impregnated a 13 or a 15-year-old girl, and y'all still subscribe to his evil to even know what his name is. Oopsie daisy. Like, I need for y'all to help me to understand.
Shout out to Hassan Campbell. This is his.
Tell your mother to stop.
I got this from Head Ugly Blog.
And I wish on you the dirt nap. I hope you take the same dirt nap as the old dude. Oh yeah, she faked. She lied about her identity. Nigga, you're 15 years older than her. Talking about she lied about her identity and you got that little girl pregnant and all you do is subscribe to evil. I'm supposed to say rest in peace? No. The world is a better place without Sinful to P. I'm enjoying his dirt nap. sleep in pain. I hope and pray that the angel of death and everything that the Bible and the Quran preaches and teaches you about, the torment of the grave, happens to him. No mercy on the other side. I'm sorry. I don't have tears for grown men who like to bathe in the innocence of little girls. That's you Negroes, not me. But because so many of you females is laid up with these nasty Negroes that have a fetish for little girls, because you was once a little fast-ass little girl that had a fetish for a nigga that was old enough to be your father, and because you consensually laid down with that degenerate, drug-dealing, baby-raping bastard, you think that it's okay for R. Kelly. My mom is telling me no, but my urine on a 13-year-old girl is telling me yeah. I don't want to hurt nobody with that stink urine that didn't have no water in it, but it's just something. I don't see nothing wrong with giving a little girl a golden shower, and the world got to see it. And even though the American corrupted justice system decided to let him go because he was worth too much money and everybody was eating off that cash cow, when he started being secluded and he wanted to leave the door and he didn't want to go through the rituals anymore, he just wanted to be alone with his little girls, while he had them locked up in rooms pissing in buckets. That's your bucket right there, bitch. You piss in that. That bucket right there, that bucket right there. I don't feel like letting you go to the bathroom right now. You might tell on me in my secrets. My bad, R. Kelly. Shout out to R. Kelly. Rest in peace to Sinful with a P. Rest in peace? I don't want him to rest in peace. I'm loving that dirt nap. Shout out to the angel of death for coming to collect that soul.
This is for entertainment purposes.
For the rest of eternity.
Shout out to Head Ugly Blog Gang.
Impregnate nobody else's child again.
Subscribe to that channel.
Daisy. Chill House, let the dead rest. No, I don't want that dead to rest in peace. Some dead is supposed to go. Listen, when your Bible, right? All you scripture niggas. When your Bible says the promise for the disbelievers or the bad people in this world, there's a hellfire. There's a reason why God created a fire for people to burn. You know why? Because you were so foul that you escaped the evils that you did on this earth. This is why the after party. This is an after party. God ain't letting you rest in peace. Why should I? See, I don't run around dissing the dead. But when you come in my comment section and you bring that dead nigga in my comment section and you telling me that I'm supposed to let him rest in peace, no. Flame on. Oh, Sinful the pack? Somebody packed him? Somebody hit him in the head.
What up, Hammer Time?
Huh? Did they hit him in the head with the headshot? The headshot?
Okay, y'all. So, let me get y'all's opinions. Look, this is what I'm going to say. Okay? As y'all know, some of y'all, I was one who, and I'll admit, I will be honest to say that I was naive to the past of Sinful to P. Okay? When I learned about him, I learned about him when he was reading, scripture and, talking about people drinking water and eating fruits and putting out. Yeah, he had some good roasts. I mean, when he roasted Bedbug, it was very, very good. It was funny as I don't know what. And roasted some other people on the R. Kelly sector side. That's how I was introduced to him. So I just now learned after when he passed away, when I posted on my page, Rest in Peace, Sinful to P, I then learned, about some of his past transgressions, which we all have a past. We all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Now, everyone has their opinions. I saw some people say, well, F him and all this, even in his death. And, people are allowed to have their opinions. I'm just one person who I've never my worst enemy, I would never talk down on someone who was deceased. And if they're here alive, y'all roast your ass all day. But when you passed on, I tend to I say, okay, that's the afterlife. I don't want to. I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna let God be the judge and the jury of that person's soul. However, in this case, I'm not gonna say nothing negative against that person. Do I disagree with some of the decisions that he made? Of course I do. Will people disagree of things I've probably done? Of course they probably would. I'm not gonna judge him, especially with him not being here no more. However, people have a right to feel the way they do. Hassan has a right to feel the way he does. They had a huge beef when Sinful P was here. So I understand where he's coming from. I just don't talk about the dead at all and never will. It's just not my thing. However, that is what it is. I'm sure some people are happy about what Hassan had to say, Campbell had to say, and you all are entitled to that. No one gonna take that from you. I just don't do that. But yes, he did do a lot of crazy stuff. But I do believe that people can be redeemed and people can make mistakes and turn their life around. And I'm one of those type people where just the type person that God made me to be is I'm able to actually say, hey, you know what? Okay, I see you did this, but when you change it around, I'm able to say, if God forgive you, I forgive you. But I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna leave that like it is. Wherever his soul is, where his soul is. But that's just that. Like I said, Hassan is allowed to feel the same way he does. I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel the same way Hassan does. And that's what that is. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion and to feel the way they do. I'm not going to change anybody's opinion to try to sway it either way. And that's just the way that is. Okay? Moving right along. For those of y'all that are in Georgia or in a state where you no longer have to have a concealed carry license to have a gun on you, that law was passed here in Georgia on yesterday. Okay? So trust and believe, we'll see what happens. Let me just play this real quick so y'all can see what's going on.
Breaking news for the first time tonight in decades. You can carry a firearm in Georgia without a permit.
The governor signing the measure into law within the last 2 hours now. A victory for Republicans like Governor Brian Kemp, who are facing re-election this year. But is this a move that the greater public wants? 11 Alive's Doug Richards live in Douglasville, where he asked the governor about that.
Yeah, I've talked to the governor about this issue a number of times. In 2018, when he was running for governor, he told me a couple of times that he wanted to enact constitutional carry. Now it is state law, and it is a huge campaign issue as he seeks re-election this year.
And let's get this done.
Governor Kemp had a lot full of loud supporters outside a gun store in Douglasville, where he signed into law the bill backers call constitutional carry.
This just simply allows you not to have to get a piece of paper to legally carry. I mean, look, the criminals are getting the guns anyway.
The law eliminates the requirement for a background check to obtain the government-issued permit to carry a firearm in public. It is still illegal for children and convicted felons and folks adjudicated with mental health issues to do so. Critics say it opens the door to more guns on the street.
The logic that if we put more guns on the street, we put guns in more people's hands, that we would have less crime is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
In the spring of 2018, an 11 Alive News Survey USA poll showed Georgians overwhelmingly opposed eliminating the permit requirement to carry a handgun. In February of this year, an AJC poll found that voters still overwhelmingly disagree with the removal of the gun permit requirement. Kemp put his
I heard that, LaKendrick. I heard that. That's crazy.
Carry bill this year for the first time after former
Senator
David Perdue challenged him for the Republican nomination.
But the Second Amendment is very, very strong in Georgia.
Perdue says it wasn't popular enough, at least among the people he talks to.
Polls have shown that constitutional carry is very unpopular among Georgia voters. Does that matter?
I don't know what voters you're talking about, but
scientific polls.
I can tell you right now, I support the Second Amendment, and I am absolutely in support of constitutional carry.
I think when you poll every day, Georgians, they're scared. I mean, look, people don't have to carry if they don't want to, but this is a constitutional authority that people have.
That poll that we conducted in 2018 indicating that 70% of Georgians, or that 80% of Georgians back then opposed constitutional carry. If you also took that poll and looked at Republicans only, about 70% of Republicans actually supported it back then. So those are the folks who Purdue and Kemp are listening to now in 2022. Back to you.
I personally love it. I love it because, I love being able to have my friend on my side. People crazy, y'all. Listen, if you don't have a permit to carry or whatever, like, go to a state where you don't need one, right? Of course, you can't be no convicted felon and all that kind of stuff. However, but yeah, I'm happy that this got passed. It'll hopefully deter a lot of these carjackings and stuff like that, because people know, okay, they packages like I am. It's just the first to the draw. Okay, so it is now legal for you to have a gun in Georgia without a license. So that's what's up. Y'all, this right here is crazy. So I don't know who all saw this or who all paid attention to it, but there was the suspect in New Year's Eve machete attack on police near New York's Times Square expressed desire in diary to join the Taliban and die a martyr. What in the hell is this? Let's see it.
Welcome to CNN this morning.
Thank you for getting up early for us.
We are learning new details about the suspected targeted attack.
Victor Buddha's notorious arms dealer. Is there a threat to other countries now that he is a free man?
CNN this morning, weekdays at 6 Eastern.
I'm Pamela Brown in Washington, and you are live in the CNN newsroom on this New Year's Day. We have a major development on that bizarre attack that unfolded near last night's New Year's Eve festivities in Times Square. 3 New York City police officers are recovering after an unprovoked attack by a man wielding a machete. Multiple law enforcement sources tell us the 19-year-old suspect was carrying some of his writings and his radical views. CNN's Gloria Pazmino joins us now. What have you learned, Gloria?
That's right, Pamela. Good evening. We have been trying to learn more about the suspect, as you said, a 19-year-old man. We can now tell you that he was, in fact, carrying a handwritten diary. In it, he expressed his desire to join the Taliban in Afghanistan and die as a martyr. That's according to multiple law enforcement sources. Now, investigators believe the suspect arrived in New York City on Thursday, and he checked into a hotel in the Lower East Side. Investigators and sources also telling my colleague John Miller that he traveled to Times Square on Saturday. That's when police said this 19-year-old man approached police that was stationed at these security screening areas where people that were going in to see the ball drop at Times Square were being screened for security purposes. That's when the man pulled out a machete and tried to strike one of the officers in the head. He struck him. He then struck a second officer, and then a third officer pulled out his service weapon and fired a shot. The suspect was injured on the shoulder. He is recovering at the hospital. Those officers also making a recovery. Now, sources tell CNN federal authorities at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York and the Manhattan District Attorney have been discussing whether to charge the suspect, Trevor Bickford, federally or under state law, or possibly both in relation to this attack. So far, he has not been charged, and it is unclear if he has an attorney. Investigators also seeking search warrants for his phone and for his online activities. So Trevor Bickford, 19 years old, from Maine. That is where Bickford is from, a small town in Maine, Wales, a small town near a beach. That is who is the suspect behind this attack. All of it, according to multiple law enforcement sources. Tonight, Pam, learning more about this man. A significant development considering the place where this attack took place just after 10 o'clock last night in Times Square as thousands and thousands of people were pouring into the area to watch the ball drop.
Hold on.
Welcome to Who's Talking. We have two things in common, and I bet you don't know either one.
Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. So the 19-year-old suspect in the New Year's Eve machete attack against 3 officers just outside of Times Square security screening zone carried a handwritten diary that expressed his desire to join the Taliban in Afghanistan and die as a martyr. Law enforcement sources said Trevor Bickford remains in custody. He ain't dead? This dude not dead? What? Remains in custody and under police guard at Bellevue Hospital, where he is being treated for a gunshot wound to his shoulder sustained during the attack. 3 officers injured at one of the New York's most high-profile events just a day after the department had warned of an ISIS-aligned video calling for lone offender attacks have all been treated and released, according to the New York Police Department. This dude is not dead? Oh my gosh. I don't even know his race. I don't even know his race. What's his name? Hold on. Trevor Bickford. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate what his race is based off his name. But y'all know good and as well that anybody else... Wow. Thank you, Paris Todd. Thank you. Anybody else would be dead, especially if he had a darker pigmentation. I'm gonna have to do more research on this, y'all. I'm gonna do more research on this, but unbelievable. On Sunday, federal authorities from the United States Attorney's Office from the Southern District of New York and Manhattan District Attorney's Office were discussing whether to charge Bickford federally or under state law, or both in retaliation to the attack. The suspect has not been charged, and it's unclear whether he has an attorney. The U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment. CNN has reached out to Manhattan DA's office for comment. Investigators believe Bickford arrived Thursday in New York and checked into a hotel on Manhattan's Lower East Side, and sources said that then Saturday he went just after 10 p.m. to the Times Square checkpoint at West 52nd Street and 8th Avenue, where officers would check bags for weapons or suspicious items. NYPD Police Commissioner Keechant Sewell and police said Bickford pulled out a machete, striking one officer with a blade and another officer in the head with the handle before swinging the blade at the third officer, who then shot him in the shoulder. Yo. What? And this dude is not RIPing? He not dead? This crazy. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. I don't know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some check out more of this and see. I really want to see what it was about this dude, why they didn't kill him. Maybe they thought it was crazy. I don't know. Huh? I'm blown away. All right, y'all. Y'all know I like to end my lives off on something positive. So, teachers sometimes get a bad rap, right? Y'all come to my show, y'all hear about, day school, daycare teachers abusing kids and all kind of stuff, and ripping kids' hairs out, and letting kids fight and all this kind of stuff. But when I see something positive that a teacher do, I like to give it some type of airtime also, okay? So I want y'all to check this out real quick. This was so funny. So teacher school student in the viral cafeteria dance battle.
we are on a break from exams. The students were playing games. They were, eating and enjoying their break time. And they decided they wanted to have a dance battle. And in the dance battle, they decided to tap me in to call me out. And I obliged.
I knew she was good, but I didn't know that she was that good. Like, she caught me completely by surprise.
He's a very artsy student. He sings, he dances. So that just, we have parallel personalities in that manner. We're musically inclined.
Like, it's a really special moment for me because, especially sharing it with Turner, because she's taught me so much. And like, she's such a great teacher, and she's helped me grow up to be like a really good student.
I've taught middle school for the majority of my career, and we've always had a great time with our students. So they deserve to have a great time, and I'm just happy to be a part of that. And when they leave and they go to high school, I just want them to have that memory with them, and to always remember that nothing is that bad where you can't dance, and you just take your mind off it and you move forward. It's a wonderful experience.
Man, listen, I love to see positive stuff like this. That's what's up, man. That teacher need to get Teacher of the Year for that right there. So that just shows you, y'all, that all teachers not bad, man. There are some teachers that, that can have fun and rock it out and have fun with kids and stuff like that. I love to see stuff like that. Let me read some of y'all comments. Let's see what's going on up in here. Let me see. Just V said that guy should get, let me see, that's both federal, definitely a federal crime. Send him to the Supermax. That's the guy with the machete. Okay. I got you. Let me see. Where do you even get a machete? Right. What up, K-Love92? All right. Daughter of the Most High said, the world we live in is corrupt. As many black lives as NYPD done abused and killed, this one is still alive. I'm saying it, Atmos, because he's white. Hey, listen. The name Trevor don't say. I'm gonna see. I think you might be right. Okay. We're gonna check into that though. But okay. Let me see who else. Let me see. Ty said, okay, if he was black, he'd be gone. Man, listen, y'all already know he wasn't black. I'm gonna find out. What up, Wellness for Fugal Mama? Okay, see you later, Chi-Town. Thanks for coming over. Probably because you need to find out what terrorists know. Are there more of him coming? Okay. Good point, Just V. Paris Todd, have a blessed day. Okay. Oh, you saying have a blessed day. Enjoy your day. Let me see. She done went viral. I seen this on Instagram. That's what's up. Atlas, my super hat button isn't working. What's your Cash App? Cash App is dollar. It's strolling at the bottom, LaKendra. $ this blessed house. Right there in the green. I appreciate you hitting that Cash App. Appreciate that. Who is this? Let me see. Ty, be nice. Look at Nappy Pappy. I know that's right. She better go off. This is awesome. Indeed. She looks fun. Daughter of my best friend's kids asking her if she used to be a oh gosh. She was getting it. Yeah, she was getting it. Dana can beat her. Y'all silly. I'm in 1997's corduroy. Yeah, let me see. Cash App is this blessed house. There it is right there. Let me see. I was driving the same time. Oh, thank you, So Icy. Thank you. Paris said, I wonder, will it be classified as some form of hate crime? I'm also surprised he's still alive. Yeah. I mean, thank you, Shawty. Thank you. The first time that dude hit the first officer and then he hit the one officer in the head, like how you get that close? First of all, after the first swing, he should have been hit. But y'all, listen, that's crazy. But man, thank y'all for coming over here, man, for the guest that came over. Jeff Taylor, thanks for coming over. Thank you, So Icy, Paris Todd. Thank y'all. Everybody else. Hit the like button on the way out of the video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do. And listen, man, y'all have a blessed day. I will holler at y'all later on. Yeah, Tears and Jeff Taylor, y'all hug it out. Hug it out. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out.